Hello, everyone. This is Elfluencer coming to you live from New York. I'm here with the famous Mr. Cannon.
Hello, Internet. We are back. I know we've all kept you waiting, but no more.
Yeah, so we're here to talk today about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As you can see, we have the fabulous $1 million setup here, the pizza box, Casey Jones Funko, and a copy of Last Ronin. Can you show that?
Last Ronin, Lost Years #1.
Lost Years. And then we have the NECA Last Ronin Michelangelo figure. So the Turtles has such a huge history. It's 40 years now, right?
Yeah.
40-year history. And Mr. Cannon and I have been fans for the longest time, and we wanted to do at least a quick video about Turtles. And there's so much to talk about that I feel like it deserves 2 parts, maybe 3 parts, just to be fun and just to have fun with it, and just not to try to compress it all into one episode. I think it should be at least a few. You guys let us know what you think in the comments. But the first thing I want to talk about, and it's kind of off script, but is we discuss it. But I want to say, like, Turtles have had a few different iterations or versions of the origin, and I want you to tell me which one is your favorite origin story of the Turtles out of all the different origins and the reboots and the remakes and this change and that change. What was your favorite origin story of the Turtles?
I like the 1990s version of the original Mirage retelling in live action. That's the first time they
So the comic or the movie?
The movie version.
Okay. Cool.
Because I always like to see how Jim Henson's crew managed little baby, puppet turtles walking up and saying, pizza. So I like what they did there. Everything else was very spot on to the original comic, April 15th. Oh my God.
Yeah, and the Turtles movie, that was the first movie, right?
Yes.
The first movie was pretty true to the comic. So that's the one you think is the best, in your opinion.
They had a lot of fun with that one. I like that one a lot.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that's the one where Hamato Yoshi was a person and his pet was Splinter, and Splinter would be watching him practice ninjutsu and he would copy his movements.
Yep, that's how they showed it. He was in the cage, just mimicking what he saw.
Yes, so that's one of my favorite as well. I'll have to admit that's one of my favorite stories, origin stories, because sometimes they change the origin and I'm like, that's not how it happened, and I get mad and I become like those old grumpy Star Wars fans that when they make a new version of Star Wars they get angry about it.
Yes, and those fans are get their justice if the rumors of the disappearance of the sequel trilogy is correct. We'll see what happens.
Oh, what, Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, don't take us off track. We have a whole episode about Star Wars.
Yeah,
so
we do.
We got to give the Turtles their respect,
we
man.
Do. But that's my favorite version of the origin of the Turtles adaptation.
Guys, there's a lot of history to discuss with Turtles. 40 years. We're not going to get to it all, but we wanted to talk about favorite crossover with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I want to get Mr. Cannon's opinion because his opinion I value above everybody else's for Turtles, especially for Turtles. For other stuff, yes, but especially for Turtles. We've been big fans of them for a long time. So what is your favorite crossover?
Out of all the crossovers I've come across as a comic book reader, I like the Archie ones, but as far as recent crossovers goes, I really enjoyed the Batman one. Both the comic story and the animated film.
You took mine!
Yeah.
The Batman, but there was 2 of those, right?
Yes, there was. One was the main comic run, and then the other one was a DC animated version where the animated Batman crossed over with the 2012 animated Turtles.
Yes.
That was fun too.
And that one had an epic fight with, sorry for the spoilers, but you guys should have seen it already. The epic fight between Shredder and Batman.
That was in the animated movie. Yeah,
that was a good fight.
I still
man. That was such a good fight. But I'm not going to say who won, but I don't know, man. I kind of had a different idea about who should win, but That's just my opinion.
It's understandable. I understand that most people say, oh, Batman because plot armor, but I looked at that animated sequence as decently equal. Like, I was surprised. I figured, Shredder would be shredding because Batman would have been a piece of cheese. Maybe he doesn't need to. Maybe he never needs a can opener. What is that, coleslaw?
Yeah. Which movie was that? One
90s,
or two?
90s.
The first one,
yeah.
right?
I don't know. Maybe all that's for making coleslaw.
So so that's a great crossover, Batman
That's
and Turtles.
recent too.
But what about any interest in any other crossover that hasn't been done yet that you would think about?
Yes, as far as up and coming wacky turtle adventures that you would think don't fit, I still think a crossover with Marvel would work, be it Spidey, Daredevil, or X-Men. I just want X-Men because I want Michelangelo hanging out with Iceman and Raph fighting alongside and fighting Wolverine for like a minute.
Raph versus Wolverine.
I don't know. There's
man.
art out there. Kevin Eastman has art on his website about just a silhouette of original Raph with Wolverine's claw. If you look at it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Original Mirage Raph in the background.
Don't tell them because then they're gonna buy it before I buy it.
Yeah. It's on his website. You'll find it.
Don't tell them. But I don't know. I mean, Raphael versus Wolverine. I don't know. I think it's a no-brainer. I think because Logan has the healing factor.
It's like, I mean,
even though Raph might be a better martial artist, Logan has a healing factor.
And yeah, but at the same time, I figure it's the same way with him. I don't mind him fighting him, or of course a fight between Elektra and with Elektra and Psylocke because it's a hand. So just the turtles fighting the hand, which is another ninja group.
The foot fighting the hand.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, nobody ever thought about that.
Right. And that way you get to have guys like Nobu and all the hand people, and then Shredder and Krang, and it's like what's the beast? What is that? Okay. Why did the hand ninjas turn into green smoke when they're killed versus like if it's the foot, it's either like that guy's dead or he's a robot.
Oh, but going back to the Daredevil Turtles kind of thing, it's because
one
Daredevil, Daredevil was a big influence for the Eastman and Laird when they created it.
Yes.
So the origin story is of the Turtles, which I love from the comic book, is there's a truck carrying the TCRI ooze, and it's about to hit a blind guy, and then it dodges the blind guy, and the blind guy survives.
It doesn't dodge it because even in that retelling in the 80s cartoon, it's the boy that still pushes him. So in the original comic, in Mirage,
does it push him?
It is said that when the canister fell, that boy that pushed the old man.
Oh, you're saying that
kid's name was Matt, so that was a little nod to
Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, the thing is that when the truck dodged the blind guy, then it was going to hit an old man, and then a boy pushed him out of the way. Exactly. But he dropped his bowl of turtles.
Yes. And the fish bowl cracked, and the turtles went into the sewer. And then they
went into the sewer.
Exactly.
In another version that I saw, I don't remember. I'm sorry, guys. I read so much turtle stuff. I don't remember if it was Archie or if it was,
It all mixes together at some point.
Yeah, in my mind is mush. So, but this is after training, by the way, guys. That's why my mind is more mush. But there was a origin where a truck was gonna hit a boy, and the boy tripped, and then dropped the bowl it hit the sewer and it broke. And I don't even know. There was like it was dumb. It was a dumb origin. It like skipped out the whole part where the truck dodges the blind guy.
But that boy turned out, in that version, instead of being called Matt, that boy turned out his name was Chet, and he becomes a sanitation worker.
Oh yeah. And in the new series with the third series,
yes,
with the 3D, that guy becomes a monster. Yes. He becomes a mutation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Chet.
Yeah.
That's
the reference. Yeah.
Oh man, you connected some dots for me too.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's
like the whole Chet story was sad. I came across it recently, and there's a moment where recognition happens, and like Raph kind of looks at this guy in the sewer. It's like, do I know you? And then they leave, and he's like, you're right, because that guy had as the boy. Recognizing that when he lost those turtles, he always feared, did they become monsters? He had nightmares for years, and then he became a sanitation subway dude, and it's like, he got that closure. He realized that they're okay.
Yeah.
They passed him like, oh, foot stuff, you gotta go.
Yeah.
But this is like, yeah, you all right? Like, yeah, no, I'm good now. He felt like literally it was therapy for him. Chad got his therapy. Chad
was justified in the end.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny that like on their side that the memory would be Raph versus any of the other three that recognize this guy for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but check out his moment. Now that's a one shot. That was a beautiful little one shot. It's part of the original Mirage background.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I didn't even know till like a year ago.
Another thing is, I'm getting sidetracked because I want to focus on movies and shows and actors and voice actors but this is something that bothers me. The ooze, like, please guys, like, tell me there's so many origins, right? The ooze. If I touch the ooze, no, well, they say that the ooze is from Krang's plant. Yeah. Krang made it, right? Yeah, okay, I love that. I love when they revealed that Krang was involved in the development and experimentation of mutants. I love that, and I have the comic, and I saw the cartoon as well. But if you touch the ooze, do you turn into what you just touched, or do you touch the ooze and you turn into something that's already in your DNA, or if you touch something and then touch the ooze, you turn into something else? Like it's all different in every series. I'm like, let's come to a consensus, guys, because I'm getting a little bit upset because Splinter found the turtles and he touched the turtles. He picked them up out of the ooze. So shouldn't he be a turtle?
Yes.
Right? Because it was the most recent contact of what.
But that's the thing. In the 87 show, they said, okay, no, he became a rat because he spent so much time with rats in the sewers because he couldn't afford anything in the surface. Whereas
when he came from Japan,
exactly, okay. and his contact with the turtles is what then allowed them to become their humanoid selves, and he became a rat that way. Other iterations of Hamato Yoshi being Splinter is kind of the same thing in that sense. The ooze, rat connection, and then you become a rat. But to your point, that's the thing. Other versions are the same way. Like
it's different. But then another thing with Splinter is one version is him being the rat, and the rat getting touched by a human, and then the rat turning into a human. Yep. And then in the cartoons of the 80s,
it's the other way.
He was a human, and he touched a rat, and then he became a rat. So I'm like, come on, guys! Like, you're stressing me out. I need to know for sure because it bothers me, and I stay up at night thinking about it because I have nothing else that's more important in my life. And I say, what is the truth, please? And you know, I've been trying to track down Eastman because Lyard is kind of retired. Yeah. If I don't know if I'm saying the names right, but
no, you are.
I've been trying to track down Eastman.
They've been trying to meet
Mr.
this
Eastman.
For some
I've written you. Yeah. I've emailed you, and you've ignored me. I understand, but if I see you in person, I'm gonna ask you about these origins, and you're gonna have to give me a good answer because I'm gonna use my turtle power on you if you don't give me a good answer.
If we're fortunate, and this is something it's a shame that he doesn't seem to be going to NYCC this year. But if he was, it'd be my moment to meet Mr. Eastman and get his $50 autograph.
I would wait 5 hours online. I would wait 5 hours online to meet Eastman just so that I could chat with him for like a few minutes.
Yeah.
I would totally do that. Okay, guys, and I'm sorry, man. I have to apologize. I went off into a rant.
No, for fellow audience members, please do not disregard the rant. Actually, embrace it. That's something new. I just discovered it. I didn't know he felt so passionately about the source of the ooze.
The origin is the origin. Like, you have to tell me what's the right origin. What's the ooze? What does it do? Who's Master Splinter? You know, tell me the truth. Tell me the origin. Like, anyway, I don't want to go off into a rant again because I start chopping a table in half and doing crazy stuff. But let's talk about.
He can do it too.
Let's talk about voice actors and voice. The actors. I don't really care about the human beings. I don't care about the real life person. I care about the character in the show. Who is your favorite voice out of all the shows, whichever series you want?
This is why I picked that question. As someone who enjoys voice acting, I have a special place for the 87 version because I just finally finished watching that show, and that version is still.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, I know. And that version is still near and dear, but at the same time, I really liked the 03 cast a lot. The 03 Turtles, I don't think got enough credit, actually.
Better than 86?
I'm not going to say better, but they definitely took, their show was very much bringing a lot of the Mirage stuff to life in a way that never happened with 87. Like the opening sequence.
It was darker.
Yeah.
It was darker.
The first
because the first one was too kids-like. It was like the
first
Archie.
episode of the 03 is basically the famous panel of them, Leo's doing the narration back against the wall in the alley, the whole Purple Dragons thing. So it definitely has that vibe. And mostly because Peter Laird was a consulting producer on that show.
He's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Even though Eastman went nuts with Ronin, turned it into a dark.
Yeah. No, that's because Mr. Eastman, he, like you said, Ronin Ronin to him, this is their Dark Knight Returns turtle style. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. People love Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
People pay money for Old Man Angry Batman. This is Old Man Angry Turtle.
Yep. Old Man Angry Mikey.
Yeah.
Oops, spoiler alert.
So I like 03 a lot. 87.
But which character though? All of them? All of them? The voice actors or anyone specific?
Specific for the voice actors, I've gravitated against my rewatch of 87 to 80s Mikey, like both, like he's, I don't know.
You like him the best?
Yeah.
When I was reading Ronin, I thought to myself, why would they pick Mikey out of all people? But when you think back, he was the most popular character,
But also the fact that, because he was the first turtle that was technically drawn, apparently.
Yeah.
So then it kind of
with no legs, he was like stubby legs and stubby arms.
Yeah, like an actual turtle.
Yeah.
And then so they figure, it started with him and it might end with him, but also the whole deal of him being the one with the most potential, and people keep saying Raph is really the best.
He's the youngest one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But was he the first drawn turtle or was it Raphael?
It was it's meant to be Mikey the first one.
Oh, it was Mikey?
Yeah.
Because he was a little bit chubby too, so probably, yeah.
And that was before the introduction of the pizza diet. That was mostly for the 87 show.
Yeah.
Because in the comics, they never showed them actually eating anything to that extent.
Yeah, no. In the movie, they started.
No,
in
the movie was taken
straight
because of the show. No, they got it. That's why every single collab was with Domino's. They didn't use Pizza Hut until The Secret of the Ooze. It was still Domino's. I don't think it was legit Pizza Hut till Michael Bay.
When they were in the sewer and they paid him for
that was Domino's.
The late
it was
fee.
all Domino's. It was $12. You were there. Here's a 10.
They ripped him off, man.
The wise man once said, "Forgiveness is divine, but never pay overpriced for late pizza."
I love that line. Yeah. That's my favorite line.
That man, he was one of the producers. Like, I got to get a new route.
Yeah.
And that alleyway, I felt it's Manhattan, and I always looked at him like. That was like the most dangerous spot in Manhattan. He's walking around, it's like, that shot, I love that shot because it's like, the guy's in this thing, it's like, I'm always thinking, does Jason Voorhees live like right down the block? Because it looks like he's gonna pop up.
It kind of looked like Brooklyn to me, man. I don't know. They might have been under Brooklyn. I don't know.
That's true. But, Manhattan sewers are probably very expensive anyway, so.
But I have to agree though, the Michelangelo in the 80s voice actor was so funny. I don't know his real name.
Eddie Mikey
he was just on a show he was just on a podcast, I forget.
Yeah, it was.
But we're not gonna promote any other podcasts here unless they collab with us.
I could get
we'll look it up.
I'll get it wrong, but I think it was Townsend Coleman was Mikey. Or was it Barry Gordon? One of those two.
I'm not sure, but we'll look it up.
One was Donnie, the other was Mikey.
Let us know in the comments. Anyway,
but I like Ralph Paulson too, so that's different. He's Raph.
Yeah.
And then he became Donnie later.
Yeah.
But Raph was great because I liked his sarcasm.
Yeah, he's very sarcastic, especially with Donatello.
Yeah. Oh.
But anyway, we're running out of time. We're gonna make multiple parts to this. And hopefully you guys will follow us and enjoy and join us with the discussion.
Yes, this is just part one of a lengthy turtle talk.
Quick turtle talk.
Yeah.
Quick turtle talk. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Mr. Cannon, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, as always.
And I think I say thank you for joining us, but Mr. Cannon's always here. He's part of the team here. So this is, once in a while I'll throw out a little crypto video or plug my own comic book links or thelinks.com. Check it out. It's a great comic book if you like, especially if you like Ninja Turtles. HorrorTheLinks.com. I'll put the link in the description. But anyway, Mr. Cannon's always here. We're always glad to have you guys here. Hope you enjoyed the talk, and we'll be back soon with another part. Sorry we took so long from the last video we made. We hope you join us next time.
It's okay. Life got in the way, but the Superman video was fun, and this was equally fun.
Yes, and the snow got in the way. We got smashed by a lot of snow in New York.
Yeah, Elsa got angry at us.
Elsa got angry at us. It's another crossover, bro. Oh, by the way, I didn't get a chance to talk about how I wanted to have Dragon Ball Z as a crossover with Turtles, but and they never happened, and I don't think it ever will.
It's under the list of future crossovers
of
Turtles that we wouldn't be too surprised by, because if they just did one with Naruto, that sold pretty well. Apparently.
Yeah, they did a Naruto crossover, so I would prefer Dragon Ball anytime.
I mean, it makes sense though, because it's like, well, like, you know, ninjas in Dragon Ball. These ninjas would get killed in that
guys
world
too. They got Piccolo.
Well, yeah, but Piccolo's an alien demon dude, and Cell's an experiment alien demon dude who sounds like who sounds a lot like Alan Rickman. So
no idea.
He's a famous actor from Die Hard. You know, like this. Imagining that voice for Cell, very like in his ultimate form, sounding very down to the culture.
All right. We're done. So, guys, thank you for joining us. This is Elfluencer and
Mr. Cannon
checking in and checking out. We hope you had fun. Please join us next time.
Yes, thank you for your patience. Leave all those likes and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, follow, comment, help us out. We really love the comments. We love the love. And we look forward to seeing you next time. As I always say, que Dios me los bendiga. Thank you very much.
Have a good one.